You probably think you're safe in your home. You check the locks before bed, maybe even twice. You glance out the window, the porch light still flickering like it always does. You assume everything is fine. That's what Olivia thought too. It was a cold Thursday night in early December. The kind where the wind bites through your walls and shadows seem to move on their own. Olivia lived alone in a small house outside Cincinnati, working remote and rarely leaving. That night, as she brushed her teeth and glanced toward the hallway, she thought she heard the sound of a deadbolt being unlocked slowly. Her heart skipped. She turned off the faucet, holding her breath. Nothing. She walked to the front door. The bolt was halfway undone. She always locked it. Always. She stared at it for a moment, wondering if she'd forgotten. She spun around. No one was there. She relocked the bolt. Twice. That night, she couldn't sleep. She laid in bed, eyes wide, stomach tight. Her mind kept going back to the bolt. She got up. She checked every door, every window. Everything was locked. At 2:37 a.m., she heard it again. She rushed out of bed. This time, the back door. Unlocked. She slammed it shut and turned the bolt hard. Then came the knock. She froze. It wasn't frantic. It wasn't urgent. It was polite. She looked through the peephole. Nothing. No one was there. She flipped on the porch light. Still nothing. She backed away slowly, heart pounding. Then she heard whispering from the living room. She grabbed her phone. No signal. No bars. She backed up to her bedroom, shutting the door quietly. She didn't even breathe. Then she heard it again. Her eyes watered from the silence. Her muscles shook from holding still. Then, footsteps. She couldn't tell which room. Living room. Kitchen. Then they stopped. Right outside her bedroom door. She moved quickly to the closet and slipped inside, covering her mouth. She could see his boots under the door crack. They were soaking wet. He stood there. Then he said her name. Olivia. She didn't move until the sun peeked through the blinds. She opened the closet door carefully. No one. The house was empty. Or so it seemed. She checked every lock again. All of them were undone. Every single one. The windows. The garage. The side door she never used. She didn't sleep the next night, or the night after, but she started noticing things. Pictures slightly tilted, shampoo bottle turned around, TV remote in the wrong spot. Small things, but things she didn't do. And every night, the locks would click open. Olivia called the locksmith, thinking the doors were malfunctioning. He replaced the deadbolts and handed her a new set of keys. Later that night, she heard something fall in the kitchen. She ran in. A single key was on the counter. It wasn't hers, and she hadn't seen it before. She threw it away. The next night, it was back. Same key, same spot. The following night, there were two, and the locks still opening. She taped over the deadbolts, nailed the windows shut. She even installed motion detectors, but nothing stopped it. One night, the detectors went off while she was watching TV. She checked the cameras. No one. But when she walked past the hallway vent, she heard crying. She dropped to her knees and looked inside. It was empty, but something cried again and said, "You forgot the basement." She'd never used the basement. She forgot it even existed. The door was in the pantry, hidden behind canned goods. She opened it. The stairs descended into blackness. She flipped the switch. Nothing. Flashlight in hand, she crept down slowly. She reached the bottom and froze. Every lock she'd replaced was down there, all laid out on the floor in a perfect circle. In the center, the man. His back was turned and he was murmuring. He turned slowly. No face. Just a wide-stretched mouth of keys, all rattling. She ran, but the locks wouldn't work. Every door she tried wouldn't stay shut. The man was in every room, standing in the corner, staring, whispering, "You let me in." She finally locked herself in the bathroom. Then, silence. She peeked through the keyhole. She blacked out. When she woke up, she was on the couch. Everything normal. The locks were fine. Her phone had bars again. It was like nothing ever happened. That was 6 months ago. Olivia moved away. She never told anyone what happened. But sometimes, when the wind howls, when a lock clicks by itself, she still hears, crying from inside the vents. So let me ask you something. Do you check your locks? Are you sure? Because he doesn't knock anymore. He just waits. for the ones who forget.